And
I
we are
see it, though. I see the live button. Good
all right.
morning.
Fantastic. Good morning. How are you, Tony?
I am wonderful
Yeah, I can
because
see. I can see you have a different background and a different outlook of life.
how is this for a virtual background?
It is a fabulous. You are in virtual reality, Tony, and when you are in
And
virtual,
nothing.
yeah,
This is beautifully. This is awesomely, virtually beautiful. As I come to you from stunning Lake Tahoe, and there you
fantastic.
see, and there you see the lake out there.
Yes, yes, that is fabulous to see. And with that, and I just heard that you said you left your coffee at home. Well, you're still having coffee with the coach, and here is the coffee.
It's coffee with the coach, and today I'm going to take you on a little walk into the woods
Fantastic.
as we talk about our aspirations. Because give me the definition of aspirations if you can, Milu.
Okay, well, I have to look it up, Tony, because that was last time, and it is on Google, so people can find the.
Well, one of the words for aspirations, one of the definitions is to breathe in. And to breathe in is what I'm doing right now. And another definition is to soar above, to rise above. And that's where we are right now. As we rise above the mountains, the beautiful Lake Tahoe. And every time I come here to Lake Tahoe, I feel my aspirations just well up with excitement. I feel very connected to this area. I don't know why.
Very, very nicely said, because I just looked it up again, and to memorize myself, to remind myself, aspiration is a hope or ambition of achieving something. That's according to the Google Dictionary. Aspiration, and I will repeat, is a hope or ambition of achieving something. So there you go. I gave the definition of aspiration.
There you go. And I think we all have in our careers, and even if we're not working people, we have aspirations of raising a family and doing good things with other people. And you may have career goals and aspirations to rise above in your career. And as we toil away at it, sometimes we lose that drive as we're sitting at that desk every day and wondering, why am I here beating this, running this rat race? But it's because you being seated at that desk helps you to get to those aspirations, whether they're having the financial wherewithal to raise your family, or to help your clients, or to, do good in your community. So even as you're toiling away at the desk, it's you're moving forward towards your aspirations. Yes. So tell me, Milu, you have had some aspirations that I've been a part of for the past year or so. And how is that coming along with your virtual coaching?
Fantastic, fantastic. And I was just having a discussion with one of my clients this morning, and what we were discussing about how the virtual world have evolved, and how this took us to a different, like I can now have a conversation with you from Lake Tahoe, and I most probably need to have a virtual background that can match with your Lake Tahoe. That is beautiful. But what you are
I don't think you could match this background today, my friend. It's sunrise in Lake Tahoe. Nothing gets better.
Yes, so that's the thing. So as far as a virtual world, we are able to see that. We are able to see, as long as you don't fall off the cliff, Tony, I think you are fine. We want to make sure you are also safe and secure there. Okay.
Well, thank you very much for your concerns. But I did want to show you this magnificent view
Oh, yeah. It is.
as the sun is coming up.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And
And
I'm
and
gonna.
I think as we work toward our aspirations in life, and we feel that maybe we're not getting to where we hope we wanted to get, we have to find a catalyst to move us forward again. And instead of feeling that I'm not moving toward the goals that I had originally set, maybe you need to just be present with yourself a little bit and say, that's why we take vacations, because vacations seem to, I always said it would recharge me and I'd come back to the office feeling much more motivated. But what it is it's a catalyst. And it's a catalyst to help you gain some insights again and move forward to your aspirations.
Well,
And I
Tony.
see one of you are now in San Francisco.
So now to match your game, I had to go and show you that now I can be virtually present from San Francisco. How about that, Tony? Look at the beautiful view behind me.
That's a beautiful view. Yes.
That is a
And
beautiful view.
and there's nothing better than taking time away from your daily routine to even if it's a virtual getaway. Sometimes it's reading a book. Sometimes it's a movie. We get insights and motivation in so many different ways.
Yes, and look at this. Now look at the view you have, but it's the virtual reality and at the same time the real reality. We enjoy both of this. And your question initially was how this last year have changed us. And look at now, you and I can communicate and in virtual world to share with the rest of the world where we are. And also, and you know, the fascinating thing about Zoom, and I'm learning as I'm going, and I can in San Francisco, and then I can be out of space. How about that, Tony? How about that for aspiration?
You're out of this world.
I'm out of this world.
That
So
looks like Vino and Vision Global.
Vino Vision in I would say interplanetary system right now. So that's
so when we talk about your aspirations, you and I first met. It's been maybe a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. And you told me you wanted to meet me because I was in marketing, and your goal was you wanted to go virtual with your coaching. You wanted to be able to help more people and not waste time actually having to drive to see them. And in the time that we have met, everything has changed. Virtual is at everybody's fingertips.
Yes.
This past year has driven everybody online, and Vino and Vision, from an idea that was just an aspiration in your mind a year and a half ago, is now in how many states and countries?
Well, it's 14 states and one international country, and we are growing.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we have some fabulous people who are running this organization beside me, and you may have seen an announcement of Julma Bernice, who just became our global coach lead, who will be leading the effort for Vino and Vision for us globally. And that is fabulous. And the progress we made during COVID is an example that everybody can follow. Is COVID is not the limitation, Tony. That's what you just told me. Is when we were thinking about going virtual and you know, saving people time, and at the same time be present in you know, maybe one or two different places. It's just COVID just changed the game, and this is fabulous.
No doubt.
Yeah, this is. I know there is a lot of tragedies. I know there is a lot of sickness and a lot of health-related issue, but at the same times, we have experienced many tragedies before in our life, including swine flu and other things that have happened, big tornadoes, big cyclone and other things happen. But we all have to evolve from that, and we all have to grow. And that is what aspiration is all about. Having that vision or having that mindset of, you know, not the negative mindset, but the positive mindset of what is better and what is we can do out there. And that's why it's
I
called
think
a hope or ambition of achieving
hope,
some.
right. What are your hopes and dreams? There's no question that this year has been a total reset
Mhm.
for not just you and I, but the entire world at the same time. And you have to wonder. I know there's a lot of spiritual things that come involved that people wonder, you know, is the world going to end? Whatever, you know, if you go to that end, but it's not. And this is a good time to reset your life, as you and I are resetting our own lives to say, what are our new hopes and aspirations? I was speaking with a young man yesterday, who is 31 years old, and he buys and sells companies. He works for somebody that helps find buyers for companies. And he said this past year was the biggest year he has ever had. This 30-year-old has made $1 million this year, from losing money because he was on full commission the last couple of years. He lost money the past few years. Last year, he made $1 million. Why is that? Because a lot of people who own their companies said, you know what? I have other things I want to do with my life too. And I've reached my current goals, and they've reassessed their long-term goals. So maybe it's time for everybody to sit back and reassess your goals.
Yes, you said it right, Tony. And then behind me is that you see that tool that we created called Menu of My Life.
The menu of your life, yes. How does that help?
Design the life I love. So in our coaching, the aspiration model, we use that tool. It's activity-based coaching, as you know. People come together, they use that tool with the coaches and design the life they love. And you have done that yourself, the menu of my life. And look at the designing of the life, how that evolved for you, Tony. Tell me.
This could be, this is where I aspire to be in the future. I don't live here right now, but I know that I will,
Yes,
because this is where I feel my most present.
most present. And that is what living is all about. That is what living is all about. One of the thing, you know, Tony, is there is virtual reality and this, that, and then the reality. The two side of aspiration. One is reality and the other one is virtual reality. And what we do, we live in the virtual world all the time. And that's why in our strategic mindset module, you have uh, aspiration, you have vision, and then you have dream. We combine all three. So once we combine all three, that's when we start living the life I love. So fantastic to see that. And I am enjoying the view more than you can think of it, because we love, as you know,
I know you
moderator.
like to get outdoors yourself. I thought you would
Yes,
like this.
yes.
So tell me, Milu, Dr. Milu, what can people do who feel that, you know, I think everybody has been there. It's like, I don't know what I want to do with my life.
Mhm.
You know, things have changed in their world, and they don't know what to do, and they've scripted themselves into a particular role of, I am a marketing person, I am a salesperson, I am, you know, a mother, whatever you have scripted yourself in. How do you help them reassess where they want to go, and to discover what their new hopes and dreams are?
It's fabulous you asked that. And you have interviewed some of my clients earlier, and you have seen that how they change their game by doing it. Is the reality that we face with the real life is what, you know, brings us down. As you know, we have modules that related to positivity. modules that related to self-discovery, and then self-excellence, what is come to our next module, which called motivation. And how do you motivate to the things that you do? So each of the modules in Vino and Vision is designed to do just that. And the last dimension that we have is love, self-love, and the final dimension is happiness. And happiness is where we need to take our clients to, because if in life you are not happy, what are you, Tony? Tell me, if you are not happy, what is life, the other side of happiness?
Well, I think everybody loses sight of why they're doing what they're doing. I think many people who own businesses just keep looking at the bottom line and growing that bottom line and trying to raise it to the next level. And I think you need to reassess, am I happy? Am I happy, and what makes me happy? Sometimes you'll find that in what you're actually doing on your spare time. So here I'm off in the woods, and I find that I'm truly happy here. I was talking to my daughter, who is 31 years old also, and she went back. She was living in the Virgin Islands, of all places. Everybody thinks it's paradise there, right? And it is paradise when you go on vacation. But when you work there, it's where you live. You certainly have other things to do. But then she moved to Lake Tahoe, in another beautiful part of the country. She recently went back to the islands to visit friends, and they're all trying to hire her back to come back at making twice the income. They offered her double the income to come back to St. Thomas. And she said, no. And I said, why did you say no? She says, because I'm happy. She goes, it isn't that what we all work for, to be happy? And that made me so proud. Made me realize that we did a good thing, but, in raising her. But I think everybody has to reassess their happiness.
Yes, yes. And I really wanted to capture that moment that when you said that her happiness made you happy and proud. That's a fantastic example of living the life you love.
Exactly. So I think many times people find that they're not happy and they blame other people for that. They blame their boss, they blame their spouse, they blame the people close to them that maybe aren't measuring up in their eyes. But I think they got to look in the mirror too. And that self-discovery that you offer makes such a big difference, because it's up to you to be present around all those people in your life to find that happiness.
Fabulous.
So tell me, how did you open up any new, do you have aspirations in any new parts of the country that you want to visit?
Oh, there is a long list for my bucket list, Tony, that we don't want to explore. And as you know, that we, Maureen and I, we love outdoors. We love outdoors. We have 2 dogs, and we go places like Colorado. We've been to Utah. We've been to Tennessee, in Gatlinburg, and many other places. We love outdoors. We do camping outdoors. We've been in a small tent, big tent, and our camper that we take with us. And we do that all the time. And, the fabulous view.
Virtual coaching from the camper?
That will happen. That will happen if the internet is cooperate with us. Sometimes the places we go, the internet is not as good because of the wilderness, and we love that, and that gives us joy. And I also like the beach. If I go to some of those exotic islands, and as you know, for my work, I have gone to islands like Cayman Island. When I have done, I've been there 5 times, and that was for my previous life for work. and it was a company paid work. So I had to go to Cayman Island, and each time I've been there for minimum 15 days each time. And that was a beautiful paradise at the same time.
But it was still work at the time.
It was still work. And it was sometimes 10 to 12 hours of work because we were in tight deadline. But a work which includes fun, which includes happiness and enjoying life. But at the same times, when you come back to the life, when you value happiness more than anything else, the rest of them will come with it. No matter what you do, if you're happy, the rest of them will come with it. And that's why—
That's very well said.
Yeah, and that's why—
You don't need to be on vacation to be happy.
Exactly. And that's why we design the life you love. In our very first module in the out of the 3 dimensions, the very first module, we make sure we're designing the life you love. And once we complete that exercise, you start living that life you love. And when you start living that life you love, the example is Tony right now enjoying the beauty of nature and enjoying every bit of it.
Well, there's no question. And in the background, I'm hearing avalanche blasting going off to clear some of the snow that's come down here. But what's interesting is, as life goes on, our aspirations change. And I think what I found in your modules is that every 6 months, you revisit that menu of life because you change. You are changing your own self along the way. And I think it's probably time for me to revisit that menu of life.
Yes, we are, yeah, and you said it right. We are evolving, and it's not what, and last time we gave the example of Tony is who you are at 18 years old and who you are at this time have changed, and over time you adjust yourself, but your focus still remains on the designing the life you love. And in the vision, the next module, we do vision tree. And you have
vision tree.
Yeah, and you have done your vision tree, and you have experienced how the most important things show up in that vision tree. And your vision changes, right?
That's right.
And it aligns with
your focus changes.
Exactly. And you align with the life you love. And no matter what you do, you may be doing business, you may be doing a lot of other things in life. As long as the life you love, you are designing it every single day. That's the perfect example of enjoying this life, what you have been given in this world for a certain time, the fullest.
And I think as you looked into yourself to try to design that life you love, and as you search for what it is that truly makes you happy, you need to learn to be present with yourself and present in the moments so that you can clear your mind of all the noise that the world puts upon us to be able to get to some of the true things that move you. Because many times it's the noise that you're paying too much attention to instead of your own self.
Yes. Tony fabulously said, and I know we are having such a great time that our time is running out, but what we want to leave with is a fantastic 360 view of what you are experiencing. If you stop walking for a second and
I'm trying to get you to a high point right now.
Okay, so don't jump off.
So I'm walking up. Oh.
Yeah. Be safe. What are you doing?
Sometimes I have to use the camera to look behind me, make sure there's not a bear following me.
Yeah. That will be the fantastic life to live with a bear, right? Just don't get eaten by it. So if you just show us the 360 view of where you are, and we will end the session with the high note of designing the life you love. And that is fabulous. That is fabulous. So I'm gonna put you on the camera so people can see where you are and how you enjoying. And you know, the world has given us so much, and this is there, and it's free. It's out there for us to grab and enjoy. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the moment, because think about nature. Look at where Tony is now and what he is enjoying. And every one of us can do that. Every one of us can do that. Go out to the nature, and you don't have to be in Lake Tahoe. You can be in your neighborhood. You have a lot of beautiful things. And in St. Louis, we have Katy Trail. We have wineries. We have a lot of beautiful places to go. And Tony, I appreciate, oh, this is fantastic. I'm looking at this mount. What is the name of that mountain way out there?
I cannot tell you the name of the mountain. I don't know the area so well.
And I can see the lake, partially, I can see the lake there as well.
You can see it right, yes, just above the trees.
Oh my God, I'm experiencing and with you, but I know you are enjoying it much more than I am, because you are taking it all in, not in virtually, you are taking in all in reality. A fantastic.
And this is downtown South Tahoe in that direction. Okay. So the city is right on the lake, and it's the most pristine. The tap water is the cleanest tap water I think you can drink anywhere.
Fantastic.
Well, it's been a joy for me to bring this to you.
It's been a joy for me to experience it with you as well. Design.
Very good.
You love. So Tony, you can wrap this session up, and we will see you in next month, when we most probably will be talking about taxes. It's a fun.
Taxes?
It's a fun topic.
Taxes? How is that? How is that part of the life I want to lead to take me to happiness?
April is the tax month, and pay your taxes. So we will be talking about that, hopefully, because that's part of our strategy module as well. So fantastic, Tony. It's nice having you. You can wrap it up for us with a beautiful view. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us with Coffee and the Coach. And we'll meet you again here on the first Tuesday of next month. Join us in a couple of weeks, and we'll see you then. Until then, lead a happy life. You too. Thank you. Have a great day, Dr. Milu. You too, Tony. Enjoy the view.